think about what might befall you before you go out there dating a side chick. Think about what could happen to you before you go out there looking for another soup that you want to eat. Think about what could befall you. Today is Mr. Osifo. Tomorrow it could be you. Learn to keep your thing in your pants. Learn to be faithful to your wife. Learn to stay in your home to avoid calamities like this. There's nothing good about this story, but we can learn something from it. Staying faithful to your partner, staying faithful to your wife, that is security for you. Because you don't even want to start thinking about the stress that you will go through when you start having an affair out of your marriage. It's a lot of stress, you guys. Because you're always going to be living in fear. You're never going to tell the truth. And when you say one lie, you have to say another one, and another one, another one to cover up the previous lies. So you guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl again, Zion. How is everyone doing? Today is what, Tuesday, and I believe that everybody started the week well. If not, just take things easy, take it one day at a time. So you guys, today we all know the story that's really hot in the actually trending right now, that is all over Nigeria right now. And before I get into that story, you guys, if you're on this platform for the first time, my name is Zion, and if you're not subscribed, please do so and turn on your post notifications. That way you never miss a video when it goes up. And for all my returning subscribers, thank you for coming back and supporting your girl. If you don't know the story about Mr. Osifo and Chidinma that is all over the internet right now, I'm sure you must have run into it. But I want to talk about this story on this platform here because there's some things that I wanted to point to, some things I just want to talk about, you know. Now, if you don't know the story about Mr. Michael Osifo, I believe that's the first name of Michael, and this young girl, Chidinma. Michael Osifo is a billionaire in Nigeria. He's a CEO of Super TV. All right, guys. And Chidinma is a 21-year-old Unilag student. Apparently, Chidinma and Mr. Osifo had hooked up, and Mr. Osifo is married. He's a married man. Chidinma and Mr. Osifo had hooked up. According to Chidinma, they've been together for 4 months. But what has happened? What happened this time is that when they got together, long story short, Chidinma stabbed Mr. Osifo and killed him. You know, he died. He died of his stab wounds. And not only did she do that, after Mr. Osifo lay there dying, she got Mr. Osifo's cards and withdrew the sum of, I'm not going to say the amount. She's in police custody right now. Okay, you guys, let me just stay here and finish this story. So you guys, that is what happened. So that is Chidinma right there, a 21-year-old, and Mr. Osifo Michael, 50 years old. There's nothing good about this story, but we can learn something from it. I want to appeal to the men out there. I really, really, really want to appeal to the men out there. I do not know what, and I'll keep saying this all the time, I don't know what you men are looking out there from women. You married men, or some of you married men, I do not know what you guys are looking for out there when you have a woman in the house. Sometimes I sit and I think about it, try to understand what men are looking for out there when they have a wife at home. This is Mr. Osifo, 50 years old man. The first thing you want to look at is, what are you, a 50-year-old man? What are you doing with a 21-year-old girl? That's the first thing. What are you doing with a 21-year-old girl? The second thing is, what is it that you're looking out there that you can't get from your wife at home? What is it that you're looking out there? Is it breast? Is it butt? Is it... I won't even say it's character. I don't think character will not drive you out. Because apparently, when you approach Chidinma, from what the story that the young girl said, you slept with her and you wanted to sleep with her again, and she did not want to, and then you guys got into an altercation. That's when things escalated, and she stabbed you. She stabbed Mr. Osifo. I'm talking like he's alive. She stabbed Mr. Osifo and he died. Now, who's the loser here? There's so many things to look into this story. Mr. Osifo is married with children. Not only has a parent lost their child, because he is somebody's child. The late Mr. Osifo is somebody's child. Is somebody's husband, is somebody's uncle, and is a father to children, to a child or children. Who is the loser here now? What men fail to understand is when you are married and you stay faithful to one woman, you stay faithful to your wife, that's security for you. That is security. Going out there, jumping out there to look for, the common saying is that, and I find some women say this too, that men don't want to eat only one soup. They want to eat many other, they want to taste other soups. Yes. You went, and I agree with you guys. Yes. Mr. Osifo went out there. He had one soup in the house, which is the wife. Apparently, he got tired of eating that soup, right? He wants another soup. He wants another soup. And he went out there. Guess what? That other soup that he wanted took him to his early grave. Was it worth it? It wasn't worth it, you guys. Staying faithful to your partner, staying faithful to your wife, that is security for you. Because you don't even want to start thinking about the stress that you will go through when you start having an affair out of your marriage. It's a lot of stress, you guys. Because you're always going to be living in fear. You're never going to tell the truth. And when you say one lie, you have to say another one and another one and another one to cover up the previous lies. You're always going to live a life of lies. Because you always tell a lie and tell another lie to cover up the previous lie that you just said. You're never going to have peace. There's no way possible that you're going to be out there with another woman, you're cheating on your wife, and then you have peace of mind. It's not going to happen. Don't fool yourself. Enough you happen, enough you get peace. Peace no go dare you, no go get peace. You're always going to be hiding something or trying to hide something. Is it worth it? I ask again, is it really worth it? Is it worth it? Now you're dead and gone. A child has lost the father. A parent has lost the child. A woman has lost the husband. And maybe if you had siblings, they've lost a sibling. Is it worth it? Men. For the men that cheat on their partner, on their wives, or their significant other, whatever. When you think about cheating, going out there and cheating on your wife, I want for you to look at all these factors that I just mentioned and ask yourself, is it worth it? God forbid you're a Christian. What is that how God would want you to live your life? The partner, the person that he got entrusted in your hands to take care of. No, you leave them. You leave them. You made a vow before God and obviously man. You leave that person that God entrusted in your hands and you go out there to go eat another soup. And that soup has taken this one to his early grave. Now for the young girl, Chidinma, I really don't know what is with you guys. What I'm saying, I know why I'm saying it. I don't understand what young girls, what little girls are looking for in age men. They call them, they have this name, they call it sugar daddy. Chidinma apparently said that she was looking for money to pay her school fees at Unilag, at the university there. She was looking for money. And that's why she hooked up with Mr. Osifo. But what I want us to look at when it comes to Chidinma is not only the fact that she hooked up with a man that is much, much older, but she is now going to jail. She has lost her life. When I say lost her life, I mean like she's gonna be going to jail. If let's analyze this thing here. She's 21 years old. Let's say Chidinma is found guilty and is sent to jail. You guys, and they give her, let's say, 20 years. By the time she comes out of jail, she's going to be about 40, 41. Let's look at this thing. She's not going to be able to, should I say, not going to be able to have a child or have children or live the life that she would have. She was doing well for herself. She was doing, is it mass communication? 300 level? Doing well for herself. That is somebody that knows what they wanted and they're pursuing it. And then this kind of temptation came in. Just for the fact that Chidinma said that she was looking for money to pay her fees, tells us, give us an idea the kind of family that she comes from. Obviously, maybe the parents couldn't meet up, and then she had to go this extra length. She had to go this extra length to the point where she had to kill someone. Just to let you guys know that actually she really needed money. She hooked up with the man because of money. After the guy is laid there succumbing to his wounds, she went around transferring money from the man's account, whether by ATM or however she did it, into her own account. Guys, let's say Chidinma is coming out of jail at the age of 41. I don't know if there's going to be a man on standby waiting for her, that she will just come out of jail and just jump into a relationship and then start having children. Because when she comes out of jail, she's going to have to start life again. Hook up with someone, plan their life, get to know that person, and before all is said and done, she'll be looking at maybe 43, 44, 45 before she can start her own family. I'm not saying that women don't give birth at that time. Women do give birth way even after 45 or 46 or 48. Women give birth. We've seen it. It happens these days like nothing, like it's normal. But maybe the way she was going in life, already in university, almost through, it looks like somebody that actually have their life planned, but just so happened that they didn't have the money to further their education. Maybe she wanted to have kids at a young age. Maybe she wanted to start her own family at a young age, but now she's not going to be able to, because she's going to spend most of her life in jail. And then let's say they give her even just 10 years. At least she might have a second shot at life. She'll be coming out when she's like 30, 31. Those are just my analysis, you guys. I'm just thinking things in my life. This young girl, too young to jeopardize her entire life like that. Now, should we feel sorry for Mr. Osifo? Should we feel sorry? The truth is that regardless what anybody here on earth does, I personally believe that there's nothing you should do that you should deserve death. I believe that people should have a second chance. That Mr. Michael Usifo unfortunately lost his life. Too bad. But then again, when you want to look at the other side of things, you'll be asking yourself, what were you doing with a 21-year-old? You're 50. What were you doing with a 21-year-old? Why did you leave your wife at home? Now, as the story is unfolding, we were learning that him and the wife were separated. He was in Lagos and the wife was living in Abuja. A woman that is well-to-do. The wife was living in Abuja. And then recently, the story that is circulating now is that the wife had a hand in the death of the husband. That she actually planned the death of the husband via Chidinma. Now, I watched a video where this Chidinma was actually saying that Michael Usifo's wife had no hand in what happened. She has never talked to Michael Usifo's wife. Never. So that story, I believe, is not true. I personally believe it's not true. Because if the culprit herself could say that the wife had no hand in it, then obviously, excuse me guys, obviously the wife had no hand in it. But it's so unfortunate that Michael Osifo is of late now. We're speaking about him now in past tense. People, you guys should allow this woman to mourn the husband. I believe that she's in shock. Quit cooking up stories that she's involved with the husband's murder. Let the police people, the police, let them do their investigation properly. Y'all should stop feeding people's head with all sorts of stories. That's what happens when stories like this happen. We start to hear all sorts of versions, all sorts of stories coming out there. But again, I'm really appealing to some of our men. Think about what might befall you before you go out there dating a side chick. Think about what could happen to you before you go out there looking for another soup that you want to eat. Think about what could befall you. Today is Mr. Osifo. Tomorrow it could be you. Learn to keep your thing in your pants. Learn to be faithful to your wife. Learn to stay in your home to avoid calamities like this. Guys, that's all I have to say. So unfortunate, he's no more. A young girl is going to jail. Who is losing here now? They both have lost. And then they didn't just lose, but they involved their loved ones. Chidinma is not going to be able to have the life that she would have loved to have growing up. I mean, you know. And a wife has lost a husband. Children or a child has lost a father. Parents have lost a child. And obviously, maybe society has lost somebody that was probably doing some good deeds or some possible things, some good things in society. That is what infidelity will do to you. It pays to stay faithful to your partner. It pays. You are the first beneficiary of faithfulness. So, my dear men, think about this thing. And if you're a woman, because women too, if you're a woman, you're doing the same, please have a rethink. It will profit you nothing. You lose your respect as a woman. You have your husband disrespected all around the town. You know what that means. So you guys, I hope that you took something out of this video. If you're watching me, share your opinion. What you think about this story. What is your advice to men or to women? You know, what is your advice to young girls out there? You know. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I will see you guys in my next video. But until then, please stay safe, stay blessed, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye guys. Bye.